This morning has been one of those wide open mornings here on the farm. And if you've ever heard of a catch-22, a catch-22 usually means there's something good with something bad. So yeah, catch-22 kind of morning here. I woke up about 6 a.m. I showered, dressed, fed the cats and dogs inside and outside, changed the pee-pee pads. My 17-year-old dog with congestive heart failure, she needs the pee-pee pads. Windex cleaned the counters, took the kitchen trash out to the truck to be taken to the dump, and then I got the black big trash bags and I black bagged all of the kitchen trash bags in the truck, ready to go to the dump tomorrow. We live in the country, so we don't have trash service. We have to take it to the dump. That's a disgusting chore, lots of maggots in there. Got the laundry started, swept and mopped the floors, cleaned out the inside respite bird cages, checked on my broody hen Jackie, whose 3 eggs are due to hatch literally today or tomorrow. And definitely today, when I put my hand in there to give her fresh water and food, she was like, "Get out!" yelling at me. Okay. I've been doing a lot of research because I'm still really new to dealing with broody hens. My sheep are high maintenance as well, bored, always wanting my attention, doing anything to get my attention. I brought Andy, Chrissy, and Janet out, first thing this morning. They do sleep with me at night, and I got them out. And Sylvia, my silky hen, has been inside for a couple of days. She's constipated terribly, which is also leading to, I believe, her being egg bound. So I put my finger in her vent this morning again. I got all that poop out. It was so much poop. She ate a little bit of the yogurt. She free ranged in the barnuminium and she went back into her cage on her own. And I leave the door on the inside cage open for her so she can come and go. My other hen, Minnie Mae, who's inside, who was egg bound and then laid the egg on her own and then got a prolapsed uterus. Her uterus, it looks perfect and beautiful. She could probably come out, but she's like, no. My one hen Blackie just chased me to the door. All the roosters are chasing her this morning like I've never seen this before. All the roosters. We have 11 roosters here, and they were like literally like she was like a magnet. And she ran to the red Dutch door to me, and I brought her in. I went into her vent, and I didn't feel an egg, and that doesn't always mean that there's not an egg. I opened up the red Dutch door again, and she was like, I want to be out. She did not want to be in the house. And I, as the Good Shepherd, don't want to bring my birds in. I don't, unless they need to be in there, like Sylvia, and So she came back out, and those roosters came all after her again. And at that point, she like literally flew up onto me. And I brought her into coop number 2, and I closed it. She was frantic for about 5 minutes, screaming, crying, running around, what is going on here? Is it a full moon? No, I just checked. The next full moon is Monday. Today's Thursday, so it is in a few days. What's going on here is the sudden drastic change in central North Carolina weather elements, temperature, humidity, the elements. It's not just the heat, it's the humidity that has now arrived in late June. The baby chicks inside, my bantam hens, they're all good. I got their fresh water and fresh food. And of course, Edwina, my little scissor beak, I did her morning weight check and cleaned her up, cleaned off her vent area. She's all right. She had her little yogurt mixture food. Literally, it's been a big morning. And it's important for me as the Good Shepherd who, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's like 5 hours. I probably have like 20,000 steps right now. Okay, maybe like 10,000. I've got the nice music on. I'm trying to remain peaceful. June and Cash are ready for their little morning nap here. Some of the fans are on right now. And I want to cry. I love my life. I love my life. I love life. I don't love the ways I'm treated by family, and it's like, you know, when you're hated, those who hate you are not even able to know, comprehend, or feel the ways that they affect you with their hate. It's not just hate, you know, like I've been so sick for 3 years since moving in here with my mother-in-law, because nothing I've done, I simply exist, and I'm here, and I'm not wanted here. And I have not had any support from any of my family with this, including my own husband. And I'm grateful that heaven continues to carry this Good Shepherd Natalie onward and upward. There are the divots of emotion that come along the ways, and these are the divots of emotion that need to be fully processed in order to be fully released, exit my being, so that I can continue being onward, upward. The dead deer the other day, the baby deer that I buried, oh, I've lost my entire family over the past several years. When my father-in-law died, I came off of lifelong prescription medications that I never needed. And then I met Jesus. And then my father-in-law died. And then we sold our sanctuary home, and then we moved into a rent-a-farm. And then I went in for a normal, which I had a lot of issues with my breasts. I went in for a normal biopsy and came out with a partial mastectomy and a hole in my boob for a year, an infection, a hole in my boob that I had to pack every day with gauze and wrap, and, you know, weekly visits to the breast doctor to make sure everything was okay. And then, you know, my swallowing issues, all, you know, the endoscopies and tests, and determined that I had a condition called achalasia. And I then went in for surgery on my esophagus, a surgery called Heller's myotomy, where they cut the base of my esophagus off and lifted my stomach and attached my stomach to the base of my esophagus to act as that pulling force to help me not choke. And ultimately, what happened then is, as with everything with Natalie being such an anomaly, that's nothing I'm proud of. Different. This surgery, I'm like one in like a billion, that it created further and new problems with my swallowing, and horrendous reflux. This past winter, I then got the worst form of E. coli, Shiga toxin E. coli, norovirus at the same time, salmonella, and giardia. And I was alone for 6 weeks. My body temperature was 92 to 93.6. I couldn't believe it. Every day of that 6 weeks, it wasn't about time to me. It was about, oh my God, literally, oh my God. I had all these animals to care for, and I was so sick and so alone, and heaven literally led me through that moment. I lost my daughters. After my father-in-law died and we sold our sanctuary home, my husband went and got my daughters, you know, their own apartment, and I wasn't even ready. I didn't even know. And then ultimately my husband, you know, with his grief over losing his best friend, his father, he then, you know, twisted it all around, and he literally took my daughters from me by just silence. It's not that he spoke ugly of me, it's that he remained silent and never said a word. And my daughters, you know, they took that silence in the same ways I take that silence. I don't understand. And then we moved in with my mother-in-law 3 years ago, and we were never wanted here. I was never welcomed here. I'm still not welcomed here. They've called the police on me twice now for talking too loud inside the barndominium and for speaking the truth. The truth does hurt those who can't comprehend the reality of the truth. It's denial and further anger. And yet all along, heaven has been here with the Good Shepherd Natalie in creating the role that I now, have been sharing for a long time on my social media. And I'm at a point now where it's like, well, my family can't say anything anymore because I share it all with the world of social media. So, I think they kind of don't like that because there's no longer anything they can say behind my back. I continue to feel blessed. I continue to know that I love my life, and I continue to thank heaven every day for the life I have.